Welcome back to another Ask HR conversation. This is Yusin Patel Young. Thank you for tuning in. Ask HR is your external human resources department where we are answering your HR question. Listen to us now on Spotify, all major podcast platforms. Our Ask HR question this week is about workplace safety. When workplace safety goes wrong, we're looking at some of the common safety mistakes, how to avoid them, and how and where HR can support and prevent through preparedness. As we go through our topic, we're going to look at some terrible but hilarious moments from some of TV's funniest shows like Parks and Recreation and The Office. If you're familiar with these shows, both Parks and Recreation and The Office are gold mines for bad HR practices, making them a great example for our Ask HR segment this week. It's not the most recent one, I know, but it's the scenario that my team and I walked through. While these scenes make great for TV, they highlight real issues that can happen in the workplace. A video example is coming from season 5 of The Office TV show. It's titled Dwight's Fire Drill Chaos. This clip is going to be included in our podcast description. Now, this is exactly what not to do. First, let's take a look at some of the safety mistakes and how to avoid them. The first one is ignoring near misses. Remember, if an employee don't report the close calls, then the organization misses the opportunity to prevent the accident or incident. Yes, we should have our processes already in place, and we can also make sure that we're making the reporting process simple. We're encouraging the verbal submissions, and most importantly, we recognize our individual employees when they do speak up. Another common mistake is poor leadership. Safety starts at the top. Leaders who try to cut corners or simply ignore rules are sending the wrong message. Strong safety leadership is going to foster a culture where our employees will take it seriously. Another common mistake we see is complacency. Just because no major accidents have happened doesn't mean they won't. A false sense of security can be so dangerous. So, regular training and leadership reinforcement is needed to keep safety a priority. Another common mistake is our overworked employees and burned out employees. Excessive work hours and pressure to meet some unrealistic deadlines do lead to fatigue and increases risk of error. Let's try to not overlook mental health and fatigue, which leads to stress and burnout, which also leads to mistakes. And another common mistake is relying too much on technology. I, for one, love my technology, but safety tools help, and human is even better. Employees should try to stay engaged and not over rely on automation. And if we have automations in place, it's also important for us to make sure we're keeping up with the processes, and we just need to simply over communicate. Lastly, one-time training isn't enough. Continuous learning will keep safety a priority at the top. This is how where HR can support and work to prevent some of the workplace safety concerns so that we have a bigger and better opportunity for emergency preparedness. How HR can support more is in collaboration with the safety team so that we're establishing clear preparedness plan and making sure that our employees are trained proper procedures. Another way to support is working with the leadership team to foster a culture of safety, making sure that our employees take protocols seriously. Again, it starts at where we, HR, can prevent some of the safety concerns is to work to continuously reduce liability and injuries. And we can do this through enforcing our workplace safety regulations. We can also implement structured risk management to get rid of some of the hazards before they even become a problem. We can also find ways to prevent confidential. Actually, we must provide confidential reporting channels for our employees to be able to raise their safety concerns. To recap, HR isn't just enforcing the rules. We prevent these type of fails and work with leadership in protecting our employees, making sure that we're compliant and that everyone feels safe and supported. We also are here to make sure that our emergency preparedness are clear, they're structured, and they are in place so that employees not only understand it, but know the processes. Workplace safety is no joke. If an actual emergency happened, think about it. Do you know what to do? Would anyone in your office know what to do? Pranks like in the video do create a major liability and panic, not preparedness necessarily. While this clip makes us laugh, these HR fails happen in real workplaces every day. We can laugh and let's also learn. That wraps up this week Ask HR Conversation. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, share, follow, and join us every week for insightful HR conversation. Remember to send your HR questions, askhr@yppmc.com, and be sure to listen to us now on Spotify and all major podcast platforms. In the meantime, let's stay compliant and let's not be a Dwight.